It's Betsy from Cuttin Corners Vinyl in Nederland, Texas, and today we have a fun video for you. We're going to be going over how to use the Specialty Materials DecoFilm Paint FX Heat Transfer Vinyl. I'm super excited about this. We are carrying this on our website now. It is available in 7 colors, and it is a really neat product. Now, just so you know, right now our website has 11% off for my birthday coming up. My birthday is 7/11, so I figured we'd do 11% off your entire purchase. That does exclude kits and bundles. It works for in-store and online. No code needed. Now, it does exclude kits and bundles. Now, let's go over this vinyl because I'm super excited for it. First, we'll go over the colors and then we'll go over how to use it. So first up is pink. Next is champagne. Cobalt blue. Sliding all over the place. Pearl. Pearl is stunning. Watermelon. Love this color as well. Lime yellow. And last but not least is purple. Look at that purple. It's gorgeous. Now we are going to be applying this to a black Tooltex shirt, just so you know. So we're gonna go over some of the tech specs for it. So this is a pearlescent transfer film that resembles shimmer of new car paint. So it's really shimmery and pearly, but it doesn't have glitter in it. It is very unique. Number 2, it's very easy to cut and weed. It can be used on sport and leisure wear. It has a pressure sensitive carrier, so the clear part, sticky, so it's easy for weeding and repositioning. This will work on, as far as fabric goes, cotton, uncoated polyester, fabric blends, spandex, lycra, wool, and linen. So a lot of different options for you. This does exclude nylon, because nylon is one of those fabrics that melts extremely easy. The sizes available on our website are 12 by 19 inch sheets, typical. It is 4 millimeters thick. So you'd use your standard cut blade or a 45-degree blade, mirror just like always. You're gonna heat it onto your shirt or your garment, but at 310 to 330 degrees. You want to use a firm, even pressure. You're going to heat it for 17 to 20 seconds. You're going to peel warm and repress for 2 seconds with a Teflon sheet. And washing instructions are wash inside out, cold water, gentle cycle, dry on low heat. And this one is suitable for dry cleaning, which is very rare because almost all HTVs are not suitable for dry cleaning. Now, if you'll give me a moment to change the camera angle, I will show you how we make this. Okay, so for today's project, we're working on our frog mandala. Now, as you can see, I have it here on my Patreon page, which is www.patreon.com/BetsyGocher. Now, this is for our $4 or more a month patrons, and it is separated out into 7 pieces because this is a super complex design that Nadia drew out by hand. It is awesome. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is download your pieces. There's an outline, so if you want to do just the outline portion, you can. And then there are separate pieces for the belly, the eyes, top, bottom, all kinds of pieces. So we're going to just choose frog belly and click save. I'm not going to download all of them because I've already downloaded them to Cricut. So, and imported in most of the pieces because it does take a while. So if you are bringing this in, remember it takes a good amount of time. So now I'm going to go to upload image, browse. Now the only piece I'm missing right now is my eyes. I'm not going to use the outline because I'm using a black shirt. So now I'm going to click save. There we go. I'm clicking on the eyes and click insert image. See, as you can see, even for the smaller portion, since it is so many parts, it takes a while. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and weld together my eyes, which I have already done with the feet, the belly, and the green portions. So as you can see, there's smaller sections of each color. So now I'm going to go ahead and move this in place. Pretty close. And I'm going to go ahead and select all of it. And we're going to change the size of this. Because if I left it that small, a lot of these tiny little pieces that are in here would, when you go to weed it, it really just would not work out. So now I'm going to change this to 9.5 inches wide. And we are using the new DecoFilm Paint FX vinyl. So I'm going to use the pearl for the eyes, the watermelon for the feet, the lime for the body, and then the purple for the belly. So that's kind of how everything looks. So we're getting ready. So now for the coral, so I want to save vinyl space. We're going to go ahead and detach that. Same thing for our blue. We're going to go ahead and detach. And then our green will cut in 3 pieces. So now we're going to go ahead and click on Make It. Go ahead and mirror. As I said, it's using a few pieces of vinyl, but nothing major. Okay, make sure I mirrored everything. Okay, now I'm going to click Continue. Now this is the same thickness as your regular Thermoflex Plus or like these are Easy Weed. So we're going to go ahead and choose Everyday Iron-On, Default Pressure. Now, I'm going to go ahead and send this to cut. Now, if you'll give me a moment, we'll go over how to put this shirt together. Okie dokie. So, as you can see, you're over the heat press. Now, this is my big Hotronix Air Fusion press. So, I have my t-shirt lined up on my heat press. This is just a black Tultex shirt with the collar off. Now, I'm going to take my t-shirt guide and pull it up to the top, lining it up with the top corners. That's how we find our center. Now I did go ahead and print a picture of our design because as I said, this is a super complex image and well, I need to know where things go. So we're gonna start off with the frog's tail end piece. And this is kind of one of those where it's kind of a little bit of a guess on where it's going. But because it's a mandala, you can kind of play with these settings. So now we're going to go ahead and press this down. And again, this is, hopefully this doesn't bump. Okay. So we're just going to press this down for a few seconds. Hopefully this sticks. This is my first time using the vinyl. And that's one thing I would like y'all to see is like me using the new vinyl just like with you. But typically when you're applying multiple colors, you want to press one and then add more, I guess is the best way to say it. So next up is, let's see, our other green layer. So I'm just taking and matching up the pattern. It doesn't have to be exact, but you want it pretty close. And on the toe above the small eye, it's this one. Nope, I'm gonna have to wait and stick that part on. So, cover. And you'll have to let me know too what y'all think of this angle. Again, because this is a little bit unusual, plus what you think of the sound. Now, most shirts that we do are not gonna be this complex. This is just an awesome one. Because I have a tree frog tattoo on my foot, and we were talking about mandalas. And I was telling Nadia, you know, that's one mandala I don't think that I've actually ever seen, and that is the tree frog. So we decided to go ahead and make a tree frog one. Let's see. Again, right now we're just taking and matching up patterns so that way the little pieces fit. Okay. There we go. Again, as I said, just matching up patterns. Okay. There we go. Now we're going to go ahead and cover and stick those 5 pieces on. And again, remember, whenever you're doing multiple layers like this, you don't want to sit there and heat it too much, because that's when you have issues. And we decided to go ahead and do it without the outline because this design really didn't need it, especially since it's going on a black shirt. But the outline file is included in case that is all you're really wanting to do with the design anyway. Okay. Go ahead and cut off our pearl for one eye. There we go. And I know it looks a little funny until you get all the pieces together, and then it makes the complete picture. Now, this was pretty easy to weed. I didn't take a whole lot of time on it. One thing about it is I did lose some of the small dots on it. Now, if you take your time and weed it, you won't lose as many, but you know, y'all know me, I'm like as quick and as easy as possible on these things. So let's go ahead and place our other eye. There we go. Okay. 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 There we go. But I hope you can tell really how beautiful this pearl is on here. It's really neat. That pearly finish. And then we got one more piece and we are done. There we go. Yeah, you can see the sheen on here. And then last but not least, our last little set. There we go. And now we're gonna go ahead and heat it for the full amount of time, for the full 17 seconds. But yeah, that's one thing I typically do, especially when I have a complex design like this, is print out a color page so that way you can see where things go. Because if not, it gets super complicated. So now I'm gonna take and remove that, and we're gonna cover and press again for 2 seconds. And it is done. Look how good that looks. Now, if you'll give me a moment to change the camera angle, we'll go over everything we just did. So hopefully you liked today's video. If you do, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right down below. And if you hit the notification bell icon next to it, that will notify you when I post new videos, which is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And Tuesdays are a live video. Look at that pearly sheen. Look how pretty. See, yeah, there you go. Looks so cool. But I guess that's it. We'll see y'all on Wednesday. Bye.